My name is Caleb Barnes and welcome to another edition of Frontstretch 5. In most sports, it's not uncommon to see a fan in some way, shape, or form interrupt the event.
The guy is drunk, but there he goes!
Usually by running through the field of action. In the NASCAR world, fan interruptions are far less frequent, but they are far more dangerous. For today's video, we're going to look at 5 fan interruptions that occurred, or almost occurred, at the track. And no, we're not just talking about fans throwing cans or cucumbers onto the racing surface. Number 1, 1993 Champion Sparkplug 500. At a track like Pocono Raceway, the track lacked many security features and fences. In fact, they didn't complete their catch fence until 2011. There are multiple instances of fans making their way onto the racetrack before or even during a race at Pocono, and one of these instances came in 1993, when a fan ran across the track and jumped over the wall, right as cars were flying down the straightaway.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, somebody did that on a dare.
This fan got lost in the woods and later decided to light a fire to signal for help to get out. Number 2, 1986 Bristol qualifying. Oddly enough, the 1986 season had multiple instances of spectators making poor decisions. Most people remember the fan stealing the pace car at Talladega.
Well, the pace car, we understand, has been stolen. The officials are not driving this thing, and somebody has actually gotten in the pace car and stole it.
Surprisingly, this was not the only instance of fans on a hot racetrack. During qualifying at Bristol, J.D. McDuffie went out to make a lap and immediately swerved and abandoned his lap on the front stretch.
47-year-old, but the red flag is out. We have an individual walking on the racetrack, as a matter of fact, right down in front of us. And as soon as she can go through the gate and get herself off of the speedway, we'll resume these time trials.
Most unusual, Benny. How did that happen?
Oh my Lord, how in the world did she get on the racetrack?
There she is, scrambling across the track, and will be vaulting the pit wall here and getting herself out of harm's way.
Number 3, 1986 Southern 500. In the middle of the 1986 Southern 500, NASCAR officials surely had Talladega flashbacks when a woman tried to drive across the racetrack in the middle of the event.
Well, there is a passenger car that attempted to get onto the racetrack. This is reminiscent of Talladega here. They were actually trying to cross the racetrack. That's down here in turn number 1, where there is an exit from the infield outside the racetrack when there is nothing going on. But certainly, when there are cars on the racetrack, you can't get across the track.
It was unclear whether she was intoxicated or just wanted to get out and lacked better judgment. Either way, NASCAR dodged a major incident here. Number 4, 2007 Zippo 200. The 2007 Zippo 200 at Watkins Glen is full of many memorable moments. The race itself came down to a duel between two of NASCAR's greatest road racers, Tony Stewart and Jeff Gordon. When Gordon slipped up, Stewart stole the victory. People also remember this race for Juan Pablo Montoya and Kevin Harvick getting upset with one another. This accident led to a red flag and yet another memorable moment. While cars sat on the back half of the road course, one fan saw fit to try and ask the drivers for an autograph. He walked on the track and up to Matt Kenseth's car before hopping back over the guardrail and retreating back to the infield.
And just a moment ago, here's what's happened. A fan somehow gets out of the infield area, comes out on the track, and is trying to get Matt Kenseth's autograph.
Oh, do you think alcohol had anything at all to do with that? Oh, my God. Kenseth's going, you're not going to believe what just happened here, guys. He jumps over the guardrail, runs back up, and then gets apprehended here.
Hi, Robbie. Jumped over the fence. Goes running down there. Jumped over the gray fence. Slides to the right side window of my car and hands me a hat and a Sharpie. It says, will you sign this? I'm like, I'm a little busy right now, buddy. He's like, come on, man. Have the balls. And I'm like, come on. I'm a little busy here. And all those trucks, cars, everybody come running from everywhere.
Number 5, 2014 Federated Auto Parts 400. The spring race at Richmond Raceway in 2014 was electric. Great racing, a 4-car battle for the win, and a couple of lost tempers had fans excited for NASCAR's return in September. Instead, this race provided exactly opposite of the treat the fans were hoping for. After a number of long green flag runs, one of the few cautions of the night came for an incident in turn 4. A fan decided to upgrade his view and sit on top of the catch fence. After sitting there for a significant amount of time, NASCAR felt that they had to throw the yellow for his safety.
Let's just say it's somebody doing something stupid that's brought out the caution in the race.
Yeah, turn 4. I have a spectator climbing the fence.
Security not doing their job. Guy climbing over the damn fence. I think that's the first time there's been a caution for somebody climbing up on the fence.
Now, as a fan who was in attendance and witnessed this with my own eyes, I was honestly worried for the guy, so I was very relieved when the yellow came out and he climbed back down. Thankfully, with safety and security measures in place today, fans are far less likely to have an effect on the race. That's all for today's edition of Frontstretch 5. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below some other circumstances you'd like to learn more about.
This is Harrison Burton, driver the number 21. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check out one of these two videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.